What if the one exercise you've been told to do after 60, walking miles every day, is secretly speeding up your aging? Doctors are sounding the alarm. Too much walking could be robbing your strength, wrecking your joints, and raising your risk of deadly falls. But don't panic. Today, I'm revealing 5 game-changing alternatives that can help you stay strong, vibrant, and maybe even live to 100 years old. Stick with me, because these secrets could transform your life. Let's dive in. You're over 60, and like millions of Americans, you're probably lacing up your sneakers daily, hitting the sidewalks of Chicago, the trails of Colorado, or the beaches of Florida, thinking walking is your ticket to staying young, fighting aging, and living a long, healthy life. Maybe you're tracking 10,000 steps on your Fitbit, convinced each step is keeping you fit and adding years to your lifespan. But here's a shocking truth that's turning heads in 2025. Doctors are warning that overwalking after 60 can actually accelerate aging, weaken your body, and even shorten your life. Those long, repetitive walks might be quietly stealing your strength, straining your joints, and setting you up for falls that could land you in a hospital. Or worse. The fear of aging is real, isn't it? The thought of losing your independence, struggling to climb the stairs in your Texas home, or not being able to keep up with your grandkids at a New York park is downright terrifying. And the ultimate fear? Missing out on that 100th birthday celebration you dream of, surrounded by loved ones, blowing out candles, and feeling alive. But here's the hope. You can slow aging, protect your body, and boost your chances of hitting that century mark. The secret isn't pounding the pavement for hours. It's 5 smarter, science-backed strategies that build strength, sharpen your mind, and add years to your life. Plus, I'll share the foods and habits that supercharge your longevity. Let's break it down and unlock the secrets to living to 100. 1. Strength training, your muscle-saving superpower. Let's start with a silent threat: muscle loss, or sarcopenia, which creeps in after 60 and accelerates by 70. According to the National Institute on Aging, you could lose up to 25% of your muscle mass by your early 70s, and by 80, it could be 40%. That's not just a statistic. It's the difference between carrying your groceries in your Seattle kitchen, standing up from a chair in your Atlanta living room, or gardening in Ohio without a struggle. Muscle loss makes daily tasks harder, increases your risk of falls, and, here's the scary part, raises your risk of early death. A 2020 study in The Lancet found that low muscle mass increases mortality risk by 60% in older adults. That's a wake-up call. Walking alone won't stop this. Sure, a brisk 3-mile walk burns about 300 calories per hour and keeps your heart healthy, but it doesn't challenge your muscles enough to halt sarcopenia. Strength training is the answer. Simple exercises like lifting 5-pound dumbbells, using resistance bands, or doing bodyweight squats can rebuild muscle, improve balance, and keep you independent. Take Joan, a 68-year-old from Phoenix. She walked 5 miles daily, thinking it was enough, but noticed she couldn't lift her 20-pound dog anymore. Her doctor recommended twice-weekly strength sessions, 15 minutes of squats, push-ups against a counter, and bicep curls with water bottles. Within 8 weeks, Joan was lifting her dog easily, climbing stairs without huffing, and feeling energized. Strength training isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about preserving your ability to live life on your terms, whether that's hiking in Tennessee or dancing at a family reunion in Michigan. A 2022 University of Pittsburgh study showed strength training boost cognitive function by 15% in seniors, helping you stay sharp for that 100th birthday. Start with 10 minutes, 3 times a week, using household items like canned goods if you don't have weights. Consistency is key. Ignore this, and by 75, you might struggle to open a jar or get out of a car, inching closer to frailty and a shorter life. What's stopping you from trying strength training? Have you noticed everyday tasks getting harder? Share your story in the comments below. 2. Balance exercises, your defense against deadly falls next. Let's talk about falls. A terrifying reality for seniors. The CDC reports that falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths for Americans over 65, with 3 million emergency room visits and 800,000 hospitalizations annually. Picture this: tripping on a cracked sidewalk in Boston, slipping in your Miami bathroom, or stumbling during a 4th of July barbecue in Denver. A single fall could mean months of recovery, a hip replacement, or even losing your ability to live alone. That's the fear of aging we all want to dodge. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't train the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core that keep you steady. Balance exercises do. Try standing on one foot for 10 seconds. Hold a counter for safety, walking heel to toe like you're on a tightrope, or shifting your weight side to side slowly. These moves, done 5 minutes daily, can slash your fall risk by 30%, according to a 2021 Journal of Gerontology study. Meet Tom, a 72-year-old from Denver. He walked daily but nearly fell stepping off a curb during a local parade. Shaken, he started balance exercises his doctor suggested. 6 weeks later, he was hiking trails with confidence and even danced at his granddaughter's wedding without a wobble. Balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It boosts posture, sharpens reflexes, and keeps you active. Neglect it, and by 80, a simple misstep could lead to a fracture, hospital stays, or worse. Test your balance today. Can you stand on one foot for 10 seconds? If not, start small. 5 minutes a day could save your life. Combine this with habits like clearing clutter from your home's floors. 40% of falls are due to tripping hazards, per the National Safety Council. Have you had a close call with a fall? What balance exercises are you trying? Let me know in the comments. If these tips are hitting home, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay in the loop for more life-changing advice to help you live stronger and longer. Your support fuels our mission to inspire you. Let's keep going. 3. Flexibility and mobility. Keep your joints young and limber. Aging can feel like your body's turning to stone. Stiff knees after sitting in a Chicago diner, a tight neck when waving to neighbors in Philadelphia, or trouble bending to tie shoes in Minneapolis. These are signs your flexibility is fading. After 60, joints lose lubrication, muscles tighten, and your range of motion shrinks. By 75, you might struggle to get out of bed or reach for a glass, chipping away at your independence. A 2023 Arthritis Foundation report warns that poor mobility doubles the risk of chronic pain, which can sap your will to stay active. Walking doesn't stretch your joints or muscles fully. Flexibility exercises, like gentle yoga, dynamic stretches, or joint rotations, keep you limber. Try neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, or knee-to-chest stretches for 10 minutes daily. The Arthritis Foundation says flexibility training cuts joint pain by 40% and boosts mobility. Sarah, a 65-year-old from Los Angeles, walked 3 miles daily but felt stiff every morning. After adding 10-minute yoga sessions 3 times a week, her stiffness vanished, and she was back gardening without knee pain. Flexibility also lowers fall risk and improves circulation, both critical for longevity. Ignore this, and by 80, you might need help with basic tasks, dimming your dream of an active 100th birthday. Food plays a role too. Omega-3 rich salmon 3 ounces twice weekly, and walnuts 1 ounce daily, reduce joint inflammation, per Harvard Medical School. Turmeric tea or supplements, 500 mg daily, also ease stiffness. Habits like stretching during TV breaks or joining a local yoga class in your community center amplify results. How's your flexibility? Try turning your head side to side. Feel any tightness? Share your experience in the comments. 4. Core and posture. Protect your spine. Boost vitality. Ever catch yourself slumping at a family barbecue in Texas or feeling back pain after standing in line at a New York grocery store? A weak core and poor posture are to blame. After 60, your core, deep abdominal and back muscles, weakens, leading to slouching, back pain, and higher fall risk. A 2022 Spine Journal study linked poor posture to a 25% higher mortality risk in seniors due to strain on organs and joints. That's a serious threat to your longevity. Walking doesn't strengthen your core enough. Try seated pelvic tilts, standing tall against a wall, or abdominal bracing, tightening your abs like you're bracing for a punch, for 5 minutes daily. These moves help you stand taller, breathe easier, and move better. David, A 70-year-old from Charlotte walked daily, but slouched and had back pain. After 4 weeks of core exercises, his posture improved, pain faded, and he felt 10 years younger. A strong core also aids digestion and balance, key for hitting 100. Neglect it, and chronic back pain or falls could derail your active years. Habits like sitting up straight during meals and swapping 5 minutes of screen time for a posture reset help. Foods like yogurt, 1 cup daily, and leafy greens, 2 cups daily, provide calcium and vitamin K for spine health, per the National Osteoporosis Foundation. Do you slouch or feel back pain? What core exercises will you try? Drop your thoughts in the comments. 5. Joint-friendly movements. Save your knees and hips finally. Let's protect your joints. After 60, cartilage thins and joint fluid decreases, making knees, hips, and ankles ache after walks. The Arthritis Foundation reports 32.5 million Americans have osteoarthritis, and repetitive walking can worsen it. Achy joints after a 2-mile walk in San Francisco or stiffness climbing stairs in Orlando aren't just aging, they're cries for help. Untreated, this could lead to surgery, immobility, or a wheelchair by 85, crushing your dream of an active 100th birthday. Low-impact movements like swimming, 30 minutes twice weekly, cycling, 15 minutes daily, or chair stretches protect joints while strengthening muscles. A 2021 Journal of Rheumatology study found low-impact exercise cuts joint pain by 35%. Lisa, a 67-year-old from Orlando, loved walking but had knee pain. Switching to pool exercises 3 times a week eased her pain in 6 weeks, and she felt energized. Foods like berries, 1 cup daily, and olive oil, 2 tablespoons daily, fight inflammation per the Cleveland Clinic. Habits like maintaining a healthy weight, losing 10 pounds reduces knee stress by 40 pounds per step. Also help. Do your joints ache after walking? What low-impact activities sound fun? Share in the comments. Overwalking after 60 can speed up aging, erode muscle, strain joints, and raise your risk of falls, pushing you toward pain, frailty, and a shorter life. But you can rewrite that story by embracing strength training, balance exercises, flexibility, core work, and joint-friendly movements, plus eating foods like salmon, greens, and berries, and building habits like better posture. You can slow aging, stay independent, and chase that 100th birthday. The consequences of ignoring this are grim. Muscle loss could leave you bedbound by 80. Poor balance might cause a fall that ends your active years, and stiff joints could trap you in pain. But start today, and in 6-8 weeks, you'll feel stronger, steadier, and more vibrant. Imagine yourself at 100, dancing with grandkids in California or hiking in Tennessee. That's worth fighting for. Which of these 5 strategies will you start with? What's your biggest fear about aging, and how are you tackling it? Share in the comments. Your story inspires others. Like, subscribe, and share this video to spread these life-changing secrets. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.